Hello and welcome back to Matt Hayes' Tottenham blog and to a breaking news episode of Tottenham Hotspur Transfer Talk. We have heard from Fabrizio Romano in the last hour or so that Dele Alli is very likely to leave Tottenham in the January transfer window. There are a few potential teams that he could be joining, which we'll run through very, very shortly. If you are new to the channel and you do want more of these breaking news videos and interactive live streams, watch-alongs, pre-match shows, everything to do with Tottenham, make sure to go down and smash that subscribe button below. Let's just dive straight into it. Fabrizio Romano on the Here We Go podcast has today confirmed that there are huge chances that Dele Alli will leave Tottenham in the January transfer window. I don't think it's one that particularly as a surprise to Spurs fans, but it is one that we were hoping we wouldn't hear, especially so early on in the season. There are a few teams that could be interested in him. We know, first of all, PSG had 3 bids turned down for Dele Alli in the summer. They made 3 loan offers, all of which, as I said, were rejected by Spurs. They could potentially be going back in for him. They have also identified Paulo Dybala as a potential signing, which we'll talk about a bit in a moment. We're looking at our potential replacements for Dele Alli. On the podcast, Everton have been said to be interested in signing Dele Alli on an 18-month loan deal this January with an option to buy in the summer of 2022. They would take all of Dele Alli's wages throughout the duration of the loan deal and then, of course, bring him in permanently. In 18 months, Carlo Ancelotti feels he's the player that could bring Everton to the next level. I think from a personal point of view, I wouldn't like to see that one happening because, of course, he's going to a Premier League rival. Everton looking to really build at the moment with a fantastic manager and a really good squad in place. So I would hope that that isn't one that would happen. Danny Murphy has been talking in the last couple of days about a rather bizarre claim that he believes Steven Gerrard could pull off a move to bring Dele Alli on loan to Rangers, but I think we can all agree we won't see that one happening. Now, in terms of potential replacements for Dele Alli, Fabrizio Romano was speaking about Frank Kezia, the midfielder in the Serie A. I know a lot of Spurs fans have been asking me about in the last couple of days. He said essentially there's no chance for that one to happen, so I think we can forget about that one and put it out the window. Dominic Szoboszlai, one we've spoken about quite a bit on this channel. He will not be joining Tottenham this January. It's looking very likely he'll be off to RB Leipzig. He has, I think it's a £22.6 million release clause in his contract that has to be activated before the turn of the year and then paid in full within the next 2 weeks. And it's RB Leipzig who are looking very likely to be the team that will bring him in. Now, that does, of course, open up the potential for a departure from RB Leipzig midfield line in January. Marcel Sabitzer, a player Tottenham have been linked to in the last couple of weeks. It has died down a bit, mainly with the increase in the links with Szoboszlai. But for Sabitzer, I think it is a possibility, but I wouldn't be expecting to see this one go through. I think we will see a Leipzig midfielder leave in the window, bringing in Szoboszlai, and it's usually what they do. They bring a player in and then send off one of their better players and essentially make a profit. Sabitzer, I think, would be the first player that would be likely to leave. Of course, there's Emil Forsberg, Haidara and Kunku. There's a lot of players in there that could leave, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Sabitzer move on. As for Paulo Dybala, again, a lot of people have been asking me about him in the last week or so. He will probably be leaving Juventus very soon. Juventus are in a really poor financial position at the moment and do need to cut their wage bill. I know some reports are suggesting Cristiano Ronaldo is the player they will move on, but I think Dybala would be high up on their list to get out of the club. He's on really high wages. Of course, we know the image rights thing. There's a lot to do there. Real Madrid and PSG, I think, will be more likely destinations for him. And it's down to Tottenham now to try and find a midfield replacement for Dele Alli if he is going to go, because even though he's not in our first team, he's a good player for us in the Europa League. He offers us squad depth, and I think I was a bit excited to see him back in the Premier League team on Sunday against Crystal Palace, but perhaps he was just going in the shop window. I mean, we heard last week or the week before that if his situation hadn't changed throughout December, he would seek a meeting with Jose Mourinho in January to try and get some clarification on his future, but it looks like maybe that has already happened. Romano tonight saying that Dele Alli, there's a huge chance that Dele Alli will be leaving Tottenham in the January transfer window. Make sure to go down and leave in the comments below your opinions on this one. It's huge news. It really is one that has taken me by surprise for definite. So yeah, make sure to go down and leave in the comments below. Click the thumbs up on this video if you have enjoyed it. If you do want more of these breaking news transfer videos and a lot more transfer stuff throughout the rest of December and through the whole month of January, this is your #1 place for Spurs transfers on YouTube. Make sure to go down and hit that subscribe button, and I can assure you won't miss a thing. And as always, thanks for watching.